What's going on, guys? Jesse Rush with Flinga Bows, and today I'm going to build a shaving horse. It's just going to be a rough run through, but I want you guys to check this out. It's just off some scrap wood from a job site dumpster. Nothing serious. I'm just using nails, and it's splitting the wood, but that's all right because I'm using Titebond wood glue. So I'm gluing it and then nailing it, and then I'm putting glue in the splits. And then I'm reinforcing it with some split 2x4s. I'm just building it very crude out of some 2x6s. I was going to use this nice 2x12 yellow pine for the seat, but I just can't bring myself to ruin that nice piece of yellow pine for just an old shaving horse. So I'm going to be back in a second. I split down this one 2x4 into 4 small supports, and I'm gonna put them on there. I'm taking my axe to this one real quick and shaving it down because it split a little crooked, and using my hatchet to do that. I'll be back in a second. Now, what I really did with the axe is I made the ends nice and flat because the way they're going to go on there to support these rickety legs. You can see this backside's nice and sturdy now, and that's just from putting those little supports on there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you guys in a second. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I did take one of the sides, I believe it's the side closest to me, and I kind of made it flare out from the top out to the bottom. It gets wider at the bottom, and I did that to kind of give it some sturdiness side to side. But you're going to be sitting on this thing with one leg on the ground most of the time anyways, so it's not going to be that important. But there's the bench. I'll be back in a second. Okay, there's that support nailed on, just one nail glued underneath. The same thing here, and that's pretty much it. And when the glue dries, it's going to be like I have 4 nails in there. I don't want to over nail it because it's splitting it. The second one, I've got it chopped down on the ends with the axe. This one's split kind of thin, but that's all right. Let's see how it works. I'm going to go ahead and dab a little glue. I dry fit it first. Stick it right on there where I think it should go, about like that. And then I take the glue and I lift up this end and I put a little glue there. Just like that. Then I move this end and I put a little glue there, just like that. And then I just sit it right on top of that glue. Maybe rub it back and forth a little bit, make sure it's got the glue on it good. Then when I'm done, anything that's sticking up over the top, I can either leave it there because it's not a big deal, or I can take my razor knife right here and I can just remove that. I've also got a spoke shave and a couple block planes that would work really well for that. But give me a second. I'm going to nail one nail here. Whoops, one nail here and one nail here, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay. Well, this side went really well, didn't split at all. Unfortunately, though, this other end split, and then I pulled the nail out and tried to put it in a different spot, and it split there too. So I went ahead and just drove it home, and then I filled the splits with this glue. You can see here I'm just working the glue into it. I lucked out with this one, didn't get any splitting at all. Just gluing the tips of the nails. Really don't even have to do that. Don't even know why I'm doing it. But kind of just trying to get rid of this excess glue. And this glue is bad to the bone. Titebond, I don't know if you guys use that or not, but it's really good glue. And probably, I would never do this, but probably I could just clamp it and glue it, especially if I did like some dovetail splicing and stuff like that. I could probably just clamp it and glue it and not even nail it, but I'm just going to glue and nail. And like I said, this is a rough, really rough version. That's got it nice and sturdy. And so we're going to go ahead and stand the sucker up and have a look at it. Okay, there it is standing up. Let's turn it to the side and step back and so we can see it. And there it is. That's just the bench. Now I've decided that I'm probably gonna sit Probably gonna sit on that side, and then I'll make my hole here in the center. Let me show you. I will make the hole right there where that square is. That's gonna go through the center of the board. I was gonna make the English side, you know, with the hinge that goes through here, and then it can swing in the I don't know what they're called. It's in this style it's called a dumb head, because I'm gonna make basically a 2x4 with a big block on the top of it. But the other side's called something else. I think they're called gunnels. But they swing down and lock the whatever you're using, whatever you're working on. In my case, it's going to be a bow, in place. Now, see, what I've got to work with here is I've got this scrap wood down here. And basically, just to show you what this is going to look like in the end, is it's going to have a piece down here like this that I'm going to try to make to where it's not fastened. And the reason for that is because the dumb head's gonna hold it in place. I'm gonna make a hole in it, but I shouldn't have to glue it or nail it or anything down here. I should just have to cut a hole that'll fit the 2x4 that's gonna slide